Welcome back to Iowa Live. Lou and Jackie here, and we have someone here that you really need to stop what you're doing just for a little bit because we have a very important message.
Absolutely. Here with Mike Albert, who's with EveryStep. He's a bereavement and spiritual care counselor, and I think it's always an important time for us, Mike, just to take a moment and realize we need to take care of ourselves so that we can handle various things that are thrown our way in life. But remind everybody what EveryStep, what this amazing organization does.
Well, EveryStep basically provides over 37 programs throughout the state of Iowa, from prenatal to hospice care and the dying patients, and then providing bereavement and grief support following the death of a loved one.
Right. Now, you mentioned 37, so it is every step of life.
It is.
That's what we're talking about.
We talk before birth and after death.
Right. And we're mentioning after death here because you're talking about this time of year when it comes around, and with the change in weather that we're having right now, we're getting ever so close to the holidays, and that usually has a tendency of taking a toll on people, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, whenever we suffer the loss of a loved one, we naturally grieve, but as we approach those big days of birthdays, anniversaries, and then the holidays, it's particularly difficult.
And that lasts a long time in many cases, and a lot of cases. But are there any particular years of how long it usually takes before you finally are comfortable again?
Oh, it's different for everybody, but one of the things we always tell people is that you never get over it. That loss always stays with you. And so to kind of discount those people that might come up to you and say, well, it's been a year, aren't you over it yet?
Yeah.
And to say, no.
Because it could be 10 or 20 years, and still you're thinking of those same thoughts.
You bet.
Okay.
Which is okay.
Yes.
And I think that's the important
it's very
thing
natural
to know. But there's things we can do to take care of ourselves during this time as we're heading into the holiday season. What are some of your recommendations for our viewers this morning?
Well, particularly for yourself, just do the things that you need to do. Get rest and sleep well, exercise, eat a balanced diet, take time to be kind to yourself.
Yeah, take those moments to really take care of yourself so other things surrounding you can be handled a little bit easier as well. Yeah, is this truly one of the hardest times of the year when it comes to the loss of a loved one and bereavement?
I think for most people it is, because obviously it's all centered around family, and there's that missing person.
Right. Now, is it more prominent with the Thanksgiving holiday coming up, or is it more prominent for the Christmas holiday or the New Year holiday?
Oh, I could try and give you an answer, but I can't on that one. I think it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Part of what they're, for some people, Thanksgiving was the big holiday, and for others, Christmas. So it's kind of what's been the tradition and how it's been in your particular family.
It's just a lot of holidays really close to one another. So you're giving some wonderful suggestions how we can truly take care of each other and one another. Let's talk about when we're in a family scenario. What are your recommendations on how to just handle each other with care in that scenario? Well,
one, I encourage people to talk about their loved one. I mean, a lot of times I see families that, well, we don't want to talk about Dad dying because that'll make Mom sad.
Right.
And so it's kind of the elephant in the room. I had a lady recently that said at Christmas time they hadn't been talking about her husband, and as they gathered at Christmas time, she said, I really want to talk about him. And that just kind of let everybody breathe a sigh of relief and begin to talk.
Now let's talk about something else. You said you want to talk about it, but there's a couple of different ways people can talk about it. You can talk about it face to face, but now with the social media that is out there, is that something you want to be able to utilize social media for in a positive way?
Yeah. You don't have to make political statements all the time, do you?
No.
You recommend that that's okay to do?
Yes, definitely. Talk. Share a favorite memory about your loved one, and another way is, maybe buy a card for them and write a note to them, tell them how much you miss them, or at the family gathering, say, hey, what's a favorite memory of Dad? Or write down things that you can share together.
Yeah, this could be even an opportunity from amongst family members saying, hey, here's my favorite picture of Mom.
Right.
Now, what's your favorite picture?
Yes.
And be able to share memories, because I bet you that when you see a picture like that, a smile is going to come across your face and a pleasant memory is going to happen.
A smile can come across your face, and also tears can come. And so never shy away from those tears and apologize for them.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing at all.
I love hearing that. Okay, so those are some great tips and advice that we can use during this time. But let's say we need a little extra comfort and support. That's what EveryStep is here for. And I understand there's some winter programs people can be a part of.
We have programs throughout the year, but we have particular memorial gatherings that will be held at Amanda the Panda I think some of those are up on the screen
Yeah,
there.
talk a little bit about this
Yeah.
one, the winter support group that you had there. There's a memorial gathering here, and that's coming up here just several weeks,
Right.
about a month from now.
Right. That'll be at the Bright Kavanaugh Center on 3000 Houston. That's just a time for people to come together and share pictures of their loved ones, light a candle, music and refreshments, and just be together and
Okay,
support
and this one here
another.
is in the Des Moines area, and then you also have one right up the road, too.
Yes, we have one in
That's-
Dallas County, and there'll actually be ones throughout the state. We don't have all of them up there, but down in the area where I work, Osceola and Winterset, we'll be having them. And
Okay.
As you said, this is statewide,
Yes.
so look for your local location and realize
Right.
there's organizations and people out there that are willing to help if this is
Definitely.
a hard time for
Definitely.
you.
And it looks like it's a quick meeting too, a quick gathering, about an hour or
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Just get around, just to share some memories and get
Right.
those great thoughts going in a positive direction, and then
you
carry
bet.
on.
You bet.
And just going back to the support group that usually meets on Mondays over
Right.
at the EveryStep offices in West Des Moines. Dinner's provided, child care is provided. So trying to make it as easy as possible. If you're needing assistance at this time,
Yes,
you guys
and-
are willing to offer it.
And those support groups are for all ages, from school age on up through adults. So they divide them up into age-appropriate groups.
What's one of the things you mentioned school age folks that come over and try to get some assistance? What seems to be the biggest hurdle that's keeping school age kids from accepting things that are going on right now?
Oh, just being given permission to talk about it. They want to go on and act like everything's okay and nothing's changed.
Well, they think
And
that blinders have to be put on?
I think so, and to be with others of their age group that can be able to, without adults present at that time, to
Right.
be able to share one-on-one in a peer type of setting.
It's an important setting, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely, and that's why we think it's important to talk about that as we are heading into the holiday season. There's a lot of excitement that goes along with that, but we need to be reflective and responsible to one another and realize there's others that might be hurting
Yep.
at this time.
And I think one of the important things is that you don't have to do everything. You get a lot of invites, and you say, give yourself permission not to accept them all.
Yeah.
And then to keep some traditions that are important to you, but maybe let go of some, or create new traditions.
Right.
And an idea that I came across the other day that I just love is buy a gift that your loved one would have liked and then give it to somebody in need.
Oh, I love that.
That's a great idea.
I thought it was wonderful.
Something that like your mom would like, because after all these years,
Yep.
Thanksgiving comes around and the holidays come around, and you think about that. But
Yep.
there are some things that she would have loved, and get that again with her in mind, and then hand it to someone else that would be able to appreciate it
Yeah.
and have that memory continue.
Exactly.
Great
What a
ideas.
great idea.
Being kind to one another, but also taking some self-care
Right.
during the holiday season. Thank you so much
Well,
for
thank you.
sharing these beautiful thoughts for us. If you need more details, want to know more about those programs that you can be a part of, EveryStep.org will take you there. And there are some wonderful opportunities across the state of Iowa. So if you know someone that could use a little extra love and support, to guide them in the direction of EveryStep to help them out this holiday season.
Wonderful. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you for joining
everything
us.
you do.
Thank you.
Appreciate
sir.
it very
Blessings.
much.